Imagine this. You've worked your entire life. You've planted crops, you've sweated under the sun, you've done everything right. And then in just 1 hour, everything you've built is destroyed. Everything. Gone. Your family has no food, you have no money, you have no hope. There's literally nobody who can help you. So what do? What would you do? A man named Lencho does something absolutely crazy. Something that makes you laugh and cry at the same time. He sits down and writes a letter, but not to the government, not to a bank, not to a rich person. He writes a letter to God. And here's the shocking part. His letter gets answered. But the answer teaches him a lesson that changes everything about how he sees faith, hope, and humanity. This is a letter to God. A story about what happens when a man's faith is tested, challenged, and ultimately betrayed. Let's find out what happens. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Dilly Teacher. Setting in Lencho's character. Lencho is a poor farmer living in a solitary house on top of a hill in a valley. He's a hardworking man who knows his fields intimately. From his house, he can see the river and his cornfield full of ripe corn with beautiful flowers that promise a good harvest. Despite being a simple farmer, Lencho can read and write, an unusual skill for a farmer of his time. The hope for rain. The only thing Lencho's field needs is rain. Throughout the morning, Lencho watches the sky towards the northeast, waiting for storm clouds. He tells his wife confidently, "Now we're really going to get some water, woman." His wife replies, "Yes, God willing," showing that faith in God is already part of their daily life. The beautiful moment. During their evening meal, rain begins to fall just as Lencho predicted. Big drops of rain fall, and enormous clouds approach from the northeast. The air is fresh and sweet. Lencho goes outside just to feel the rain on his body, celebrating with joy. He comes back inside and exclaims, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins." The big drops are 10-cent pieces and the little ones are 5s. He's imagining wealth and salvation coming from the sky. He looks at his beautiful cornfield, draped in a curtain of rain, with complete satisfaction. The sudden disaster. But suddenly, everything changes. A strong wind begins to blow, and along with the rain come very large hailstones. These frozen balls of ice fall from the sky. What was beautiful and hopeful becomes dangerous and destructive. The hailstones look like silver coins, the same coins Lencho was imagining, but now they're weapons destroying his field. The duration of destruction. Lencho hopes the hail will pass quickly, but it doesn't. For 1 whole hour, the hail rains on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, and the entire valley. It's relentless destruction. The complete destruction. After the storm passes, Lencho surveys the damage. His field is completely white, as if covered with salt. Not a single leaf remains on the trees, the hail has stripped them bare. The corn is totally destroyed. The flowers that promised a good harvest are completely gone. Everything is ruined. Lencho's despair. Lencho's soul is filled with sadness. He stands in the middle of his destroyed field and tells his sons, "A plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we will have no corn." This means no food, no money, and starvation for his family. The night of sorrow. That night is full of grief and despair. The family speaks their worst fears. "All our work for nothing. There's no one who can help us. We'll all go hungry this year." The single hope. But in the hearts of everyone in that solitary house, there is a single hope: help from God. Despite losing everything, they still have faith. The mother tries to comfort them. "Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger, but there's doubt in their words. They want to believe, but they're uncertain." Lencho's faith through the night. All through the night, Lencho thinks only of one hope: God's help. He believes God's eyes see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. God knows his suffering. God will help him. The decision. The following Sunday, at daybreak, Lencho makes a decision. He will write a letter to God. He will carry it himself to town and place it in the mail. This is an extraordinary act of faith. Lencho truly believes that God receives mail and reads letters. The content of the letter. Lencho writes, "God, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstorm." He asks for exactly 100 pesos, the amount he needs to buy seeds and feed his family until the next harvest. Mailing the letter. Lencho addresses the envelope to God, as if it's a real mailing address. He buys a stamp, places it on the envelope, and drops the letter into the mailbox at the post office. He truly believes this will reach God. He walks away at peace, having done what he believes he needs to do. The discovery: a post office employee finds the letter addressed to God and laughs heartily, showing it to his boss, the postmaster. In his entire career as a postman, he has never seen such an address. It's unprecedented. The postmaster's change of heart. The postmaster, described as a fat and amiable fellow, first laughs also. But almost immediately, his expression becomes serious. Something touches his heart. He taps the letter on his desk and comments, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter," starting up a correspondence with God. He is moved and inspired by Lencho's pure faith. The decision to help. The postmaster decides, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, he will answer the letter. He will pretend to be God. He will preserve this beautiful faith by actually helping Lencho. Collecting money. The postmaster realizes he needs real money, not just pretty words. He asks his employees for money, gives part of his own salary, and asks friends for donations for an act of charity. Everyone contributes willingly, because it's for a good cause. The shortage. However, it's impossible to gather the full 100 pesos. They only collect a little more than half, about 70 pesos. But the postmaster decides to send what they have. The letter from God. The postmaster puts the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho. He includes a letter signed with only one word: God. He wants Lencho to believe that God himself answered his prayer. The postmaster doesn't want credit. He only wants to preserve Lencho's faith and help him. Lencho's return. The following Sunday, Lencho comes to the post office a bit earlier than usual, eager and hopeful. He asks if there's a letter for him. The postman hands him the envelope while the postmaster watches from his office, feeling happy and proud about his good deed. The shock. When Lencho opens the envelope and sees the money, he shows no surprise. His faith was so strong that he expected God to answer. But when he counts the money, he becomes angry. He only has about 70 pesos, not the 100 he asked for. Lencho's logic. Lencho thinks, God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. His logic is, God is perfect and wouldn't deny him anything. So if he got less money, someone else must have stolen it. The accusation. Lencho immediately goes to the post office window and asks for paper and ink. Struggling with effort, he writes another letter. He buys a stamp, licks it, and slams it onto the envelope with his fist, showing his anger. The second letter. The letter says, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest, since I need it very much. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the post office employees are a bunch of crooks. Lencho. He accuses the post office workers of being thieves who stole 30 pesos from the money God sent. He tells God not to send the remaining money through the mail because he can't trust the post office employees. The postmaster's discovery. The moment the letter falls into the mailbox, the postmaster opens it and reads Lencho's accusation. He discovers that the very people who tried to help him with kindness and sacrifice are now accused of being criminals and thieves. The irony. Lencho accuses the postmaster of being a thief when the postmaster is actually being generous. The person helping him is the person he suspects of stealing. The person who sacrificed his own salary is the person Lencho accuses of dishonesty. Why this happens? Lencho's complete faith in God makes him unable to see human kindness. His faith is so strong that he can only blame people, not God. He can't recognize that ordinary people did something extraordinary. The real meaning. The story shows that sometimes blind faith can make us miss the goodness right in front of us. Lencho's salvation came not from God in heaven, but from the postmaster on earth. It came from ordinary people choosing to be kind and helping each other. And that is more miraculous than anything. What do you think? Did Lencho deserve the money? Was the postmaster right to help? Should Lencho have trusted the post office? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more interesting CBSE chapter videos explained in this way with deep meaning, emotional impact, and real-life lessons, let me know in the comments. Your feedback helps me create better content for you.